So, the last time we ventured up this way, things didn't quite go as planned. We got hit by a freak storm out of nowhere, and I don't know if you remember that video, but it got really bad. This time, the weather held out though, and I actually got so much footage that I'm going to break it into 2 videos. So this first video is the Monte Cristo town site. Made it back into Monte Cristo.
So you gotta get the big rocks out of the way
And
waiters.
I guess we'll try to find where some of the places were. See what we can find. What was what. A lot of overgrowth and trees that have sprung up over the last 100 years. And it's really hard to pinpoint where anything was. I know that the lodge was right in front of us.
Yeah, that's the pimp little shelter we were in last time.
Yeah, right there was our home for the rain. But the lodge was right where I'm aiming the camera towards. Wilman's Peak is just above it. You can just see it. It's starting to peek through the clouds, but I don't know. If the cloud cover doesn't lighten up, it's going to be a little hard to pinpoint where everything is.
Don't walk through that. Don't walk through that, Mike.
Don't walk through what?
Wet.
Oh.
Get your feet real wet.
Okay.
Yeah, nice.
Ah. You can see this in one of my pictures. The railway water tank was right here.
Yeah, but then watch it stop and we're trapped.
So, no flipping trail. I'm not sure. This is the Peabody garage right here. This is one of the oldest, this is the oldest surviving structure that's original. That's never been, you know, touched. And there's not much left of it.
Weird vibe.
At least that's what I remember reading on the site, so I could be wrong. I guess the trail came up this way, so that's why there was no trespassing. So this is allowed to be, we're allowed to walk on this area. That's it. There isn't much left. This is looking up Dumas Street. There used to be a 30 to 40 foot wide boardwalk that went all the way up this hill. There's not much left here. Looks like a square pad where they had a house, Riddle House. The Blake House. And I guess Dan's family had a house. Our friend Dan Ewing, last name. It wouldn't surprise me. There's just nothing here anymore. It's hard to believe there was any buildings here, but I have a picture. Oh yeah, part of an old bed. I have a picture looking down the street.
Get that.
Yeah, I see that.
Some sort of symbol.
Rose flower. It's an old flower.
Yeah, it is a bed, yeah.
I have a picture looking down this way in the 1930s. Actually, no, it was 1916. And even at that time, the buildings were looking kind of run down. They were starting to look pretty shacky. Roofs were starting to cave in and boards were popping out.
These houses are probably very small.
Here's where the Royal Hotel was.
Yeah, there's not much land.
Now it's just a bench. And there's a old grate of some kind. Probably, yeah.
James Elworth Keyes lived 1906 to 1944. Commandant of the United States Navy, presented by Seattle Chapter United States Naval Academy.
He died in World War II.
Alumina
Monte Cristo Hotel. Still on our way up Dumas Street. This is where the concentration plant was, and we'll fade in the picture here. 5-story concentrator. It was built in 1894. It was actually built right alongside the railroad. Well, they were both completed at about the same time. It is. There's big pieces of wheel down here. This is pretty cool.
What's the name of that mine again, Mike?
Maybe some shoddy camera work. I apologize for that. GoPros are pretty shaky. Let's see. Standing on a bunch of old relics. It would make sense. So we'd be looking on the back side. If this is the concentrator plant, then the terminal would be right over there. In the pictures, I can see it usually, and it's right over there in that area.
Yeah, they had some big stuff going on here.
Oh yeah, this was no small operation. That's for sure. It's just junk laying everywhere.
There's another one of those right there.
Piece of a little bucket train. And this is probably the collector site right here. There's more of it here than there is of anything else.
Yeah, but how is this the terminal when you said the one way up there was the fucking...
That was the one for the Justice Mine. This is the Comet Mine terminal, which is all the way up there.
Yeah, didn't it say it was the highest mine?
It is.